know if he might have overcommitted there, but he's also going to slow down that science facility, and that is going to hurt. That is going to make the Mutalisk harassment effective for that much longer. Good work here by Yellow, and his early game aggression and just solid Mutalisk timing, which I think even caught me off guard there. I was expecting his Mutalisk to be coming out later, and I think it was the same for BoxeR. And Yellow is adding another hatchery as well. He is in pretty firm control at this point of the flow of the game, though BoxeR's by no means completely out of it yet. And that is, and indeed Yellow has opted to take an expansion rather than go for that game-ending Hydra Mutalisk attack. And I think it's a decent, I think either of those approaches is fine. Though BoxeR's macro has been looking a lot stronger lately, so giving BoxeR the chance to come back in a longer game might be as dangerous as trying to end it in a micro battle. So it's one of those tricky situations for Yellow here, but he is acquitting himself pretty well so far. Although BoxeR is going to be able to do okay off of 2 bases for some amount of time. Oh, good mine there for BoxeR. Good attempt at mine sweeping with those Hydralisks, was just a little bit off on the positioning. And BoxeR is going to get a couple of drones here. That is 3 drones total. That could have been a lot worse. You know, any drone loss kind of sucks, but Yellow is developing a pretty decent position here, and he is taking up residence on top of one of those ridges, or he was, as those Hydralisks just kind of shimmy about, and one of them dies to a mine. So these spider mines for BoxeR, this transition to vultures and spider mines, pretty effective for BoxeR because there's no Overlord speed yet, and what it is allowing him to do is amass a large army and wait for Yellow to suicide his Mutalisks into it. But more to the point, the switch to vultures is allowing him to save the gas that he needs to rebuild those tanks and vessels. So he is going to be able to field a good number of decently high-tech units against Yellow while harassing him, and that's good. So, good bit of economic play for BoxeR, and he's going to have vessels out ahead of the Defilers, well, like way ahead of the Defilers, which is good. So BoxeR might be able to amass a pretty big vessel cloud, which is going to be one of the keys to his comeback for sure. And oh no, terrible timing for Yellow here, transferring his drones right into a vulture harassment. That is gonna suck. Losing about 6 or 7 drones there, that's a substantial loss actually. He's going to get these vultures, or at least some of them, but these vultures and mines are just stymieing Yellow for now, and he is not being careful enough. And now BoxeR's got a pretty large mech ball, a good combined force of tanks, vultures, Goliaths, and science vessels. And Yellow is getting the Defilers ready. We might soon see Cracklings making the way. I'll have to keep an eye on the upgrades here. It is 2-1 for BoxeR's mech. And meanwhile, it is 0 armor, or 0 carapace for Yellow, +1 missile attack. Not really staying in the upgrade game is Yellow. It looks like he is just trying to win it through mass, and it might work, but he is not making it all that easy on himself. His upgraded mech is dangerous. Let's see how this progresses though. His economy, still better. BoxeR is still 2-basing it. He's only now taking his 3rd. And he does have a nice, large minefield to allow him to set up his defense. So it looks like he'll be able to secure that. But just as I say that, there is a lurker in there killing some SCVs. Apparently, Yellow has mined out one of those mineral patches. Unfortunately for him, his lurker attack not able to get all that much damage done, and that base is going to be secured. So it is going to be 4 bases to Yellow to 3 for BoxeR, which is pretty even, though Yellow has had more bases running for longer. So the economic advantage is slightly with him, but it's about to get nullified somewhat thanks to this vulture harassment. Smooth moves from BoxeR, who has definitely still got it. There's his first person view as he's macroing out of at least 5 factories. And BoxeR was looking a lot more disadvantaged a while ago. He is easily getting back into the game now. And let's see, Overlord's speed is up, and it looks like Drop was researching, which is very interesting. A lot of Hydra Lurker Defiler, which is an interesting tech combination as well. So now that there's Overlord speed, these vultures and mines are going to be a bit less effective, but they've really done their job. They've let BoxeR secure that 3rd base and reestablish his tank and vessel force. So I believe when we saw that first person view, we were able to see that he had kind of stopped building vultures by now. Anyway, here we go. There's that first Dark Swarm. I guess that Defiler was camping out inside that Overlord, or was just behind the whole group. So Yellow is setting up a foothold on the way to BoxeR's 3rd. Let's see, how far is he going to be able to push in? He doesn't have any Lings on hand to consume cheap things and facilitate this push, and it looks like he's trying to splash down that lurker. It's a little bit looking like a little bit of clumsy micro from BoxeR there. Not sure what's up with that. Still more factories going up, and a lot of turrets along the southern edge of his base. I guess he suspects that drop coming, and a lot of Zerglings on the go as well. So Yellow has a lot of bases up. He's got 5 bases, but a lot of them are pretty empty of drones. There's a huge drop in the supply depot line. BoxeR's looking a bit agitated, but I don't know. Is that where this drop needed to be? It's somewhat helpful, this lurker drop. It is kind of away from the turret coverage now that he's gotten rid of a lot of this, and if he gets a lot of these depots, he will be able to prevent BoxeR from building more units. He's also right up on the command center and some of the factories, so this drop has the potential to do a ton of damage, but it hasn't done that yet. At the same time, though, nothing really on hand to deal damage under those dark swarms. So we're still waiting for the resolution on that drop, but Yellow's also pushing in at the front while this is going on. BoxeR seems to have a decent defensive line on hand, though, and a couple of cracklings are going to hammer away at these depots, but it looks now like BoxeR has cleaned up that drop and really sort of minimized the damage he's taken. I'm not sure exactly who came out ahead, but BoxeR is stopped from setting up that 4th, and that is important, as we are now at 5 bases to 3. BoxeR continuing to try to set up that base, and massive number of overlords. Looks like a doom drop incoming if they're loaded with units. Has Yellow been macroing up enough to make this massive drop after losing his previous one? We're about to find out.